What's going on, internet friends? It's Sunday morning, 6:40. It's like 50 degrees out right now. Headed down to Rhode Island to shoot another GIG Motorsports drift event. Pretty psyched, pretty stoked to see a bunch of friends and see cars going sideways and take pictures and videos and do the damn thing. Stopping to get some gas, some Dunkin. Yeah, can I get a large energy cold brew with oat milk? And hopefully gonna catch up with like Dan and Vern and Bill and Jivan on the highway to get some rollers. They're meeting at the way station off exit 3 at like 7, so started my day a bit early, just hopefully catch them and grab some video. So let's go. Hey. Alright, so a little bit of a flag on the play. I guess the guys are running behind, so I'm just sitting in the parking lot right now waiting for an update from them. I also don't know if any audio even recorded for anything I've shot so far. Yesterday, one of our dogs decided to chew up my patch cable that connects my mic to my camera, and of course no one had the right cable in stock anywhere. I picked up just a shitty, cheap, like Insignia brand, just like an aux cable, and I realized it wasn't recording, or there was no like audio. So I don't know, off to a great start, I guess. But in the event that there wasn't audio, I did in fact get my large energy cold brew from Dunkin' Donuts. Hopefully they'll be at the way station soonish. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get on the road. So let's go, or whatever. Awesome day so far. And update. So Bill just texted me and he said they're about 5 minutes out. So yeah, I'm gonna get going and try to meet up with some of the drift fam and shoot some video. All right, let's go, baby. Good morning, YouTube. Take 2 on this wrap up because I just talked for 10-12 minutes before I realized that there was no audio, which is awesome. Par for the course for the past couple days. So yeah, yesterday I drove down to Rhode Island to shoot at GIG Motorsports again at Quonset Point. It was fun. The morning was a little hectic because plans kind of changed, but it was what it was. Drove down from New Hampshire with a bunch of other people, like a little drift convoy. And it was cool. Shot some stuff on the road. Hopefully it looks pretty decent. Shot rollers for the first time, which was cool. I had literally no idea what I was doing because I wasn't looking at my camera. I was just kind of pointing it out my window and hoping for the best. But I got a few decent shots. Saw a bunch of people that I haven't seen in ages yesterday, which was great. Saw Vern drive for the first time since like October of last year. And it was so sick to watch. She is so good at driving. And I kept finding myself just like wanting to watch her drive versus shoot her driving. But I think I got some decent photos and video of her. Brian got the R32 drift worthy because he just had some issues the last event that we were at. And that was sick to see. Just a lot of people just driving so well yesterday and having a good time. It was awesome. So Friday night, I believe, one of our dogs got into my office and managed to get a hold of my mic and chewed through the cable. So this guy, can't even see it, doesn't work, which is fine. It happens and it's cheap enough. But nobody stocks Rode SC2 patch cables. I picked up the SC7, which I figured would be fine, but it wasn't, because like one of the ends has like the 3 black bands. So it's for, I guess, like cell phones to connect a mic to. You just learn something new every day that not all cables function equally. So I picked up a cheap like $8 like aux cable pretty much at Best Buy, and I tested it Saturday night and it seemed to work. But at one point yesterday morning I realized it wasn't reading any audio, so I just switched over to the internal mic on my camera, which I'm using right now, and it looks like it's reading fine. I just don't know how the actual sound quality is going to be. So if it sucks, sorry about that. I have a new Rode SC2 on order that should be delivered tomorrow. So that'll be cool. Just gotta make sure, I guess, that it's out of reach of Boris because he likes to chew on camera equipment. So yesterday was a ton of fun getting to see a bunch of friends that I haven't seen in a while. But from like a media standpoint, was probably one of the worst days I've had in a long time. It was weird. So I think like the hottest it got at like the peak of the afternoon was like mid-70s. So it wasn't a crazy day. We had a day at NEDCO last summer, or a weekend, that I think was like mid to high 90s all day, both days, which was brutal. But there was a ton of, like, you could see like heat waves like radiating off of the pavement down at GIG yesterday, and in the moment I didn't really think anything of it, just because I was shooting. And the few times I like checked the photos and video on the back of my camera, everything looked all right. It didn't look too bad. And I try not to spend a ton of time at events like chirping through photos on my camera, only because it like takes you out of the moment. Like I'll go, if I know I missed shots, I'll go real quick and like delete them to free up space, and save me time when I get home to edit. But when I was shooting, you could see the heat waves, but it didn't seem to be affecting the photos or video that much. But I got home, dumped everything onto my hard drive, and started culling through stuff, and a lot of the photos are just junk. Like really bad. So that's fun. Hopefully I'll be able to salvage some sort of kind of respectable gallery and some edits out of what I got. So my go-to lens for drift stuff for the past, I don't know, since mid last season, it's the Fuji 70-300. It's a variable aperture. It's a 4-5.6, and like equating the zoom range to a full frame sensor, it's like around 100 to 500 millimeter lens. And then my other go-to lens for drift stuff is the Fuji 16-55 f2.8, which is 24-70 equivalent pretty much. So these are my two go-to drift lenses. So yeah, it was weird. I guess lesson learned. If you can see heat waves, I don't know, just don't shoot through them or get closer, or don't, you know, shoot on the super long end of your lens. So that's really that for yesterday. I did find a really cool spot on like the advanced driver's course that I want to shoot from more the next time I go down there. I'm just gonna spend the rest of the week trying to prep for next weekend, or I guess this weekend coming up, because it's Monday, my trip down to Jersey to shoot the LZ World Tour. I ordered a couple more batteries because I figure it wouldn't hurt to have extra, and I think the days they're super long. I want to say they're like 8 or 10 hour days. Just want to be prepared. Ordered a new mic cable, so if this audio is garbage, hopefully it won't be too bad going forward. I gotta book my hotel, and I'm gonna drive down, I think Thursday, like evening, because I think gates open at like 7:30 or 8. Waiting to hear back on like what the media situation is going to be in terms of like a media meeting and check-in and all that. But that should be fun. I'm excited. Not going to be throwing in a time-lapse edit at the end of this because photos look rough. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching and subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'll see you guys probably next Monday or Tuesday with the LZ World Tour vlog.